to our own brand colours or preferences. So if I scroll down the left-hand side, I have the option to click Themes and the option to click New Theme. We can choose to build a theme or to import a file. We'll try both, but let's start with building a theme. And you'll see here that it comes up with a list of the themes that it already has in the system, which can be really helpful if you find one that's nearly right. So for example, let's say our brand colours are yellow. If I click on yellow, there's some options here where yellow is featured either with a dark background with yellow text or headings, or with a yellow background with nice dark green text here. So let's choose that one. And on the right hand side, you can see it's still showing the customization of that particular theme. But now if we actually click customize here, we have the ability to change every single element here. So we've got the primary accent colour, which shows up here on the button. You can see that darker green. And the secondary accent colours, which may or may not appear depending on what you're creating. Heading colours, body colour. Here there's a section that says accessibility, and it's recommending that we adjust colours for contrast, which is obviously a good idea for inclusion. And as we scroll down, you can see the card background colour. So it might be that we like this, but it's not quite the right colour for our brand, and we've got a different colour yellow. So let's see, if you know what's called the hex code, you can just type that in itself, or you can choose to click and find a shade that you like better. So let's go for that brighter yellow there and click off. And what we can see here, page background, you have the option if you wanted to have an embedded image in the background, which could be one that you've already got, or it can be one that you want to create, or you can make it a gradient. So we want it to be relatively straightforward and plain. So yellow background with this nice dark green colours. So that's for the colour side of things. On the bottom here, you'll see we can move on to looking at the fonts. So again, if you've had a brand designer in, you might have your own set of fonts that you always use, or you can have a look through the ones that are available in here. And when you click on it, it will preview in the right-hand side. So let's pick one that we think looks nice. There we go. Let's choose that Montserrat and Hebo. But you can see there's several options here for you to try which ones you like best. And at the bottom, the next option is design. And if we click on that, you'll see we've got some more options here. So we can have standard, and you can see it's changed that layout box there. Flat with no borders. Outline, so it's giving an outline around the whole thing and the boxes there. If you wanted to make it look a bit more blocky, you've got the option there. You've got a rounded option. So lots of different options there to choose from. I quite like the idea here where it says soft and transparent. Let's go with that one. And again, back to the bottom here, what else can we do? So we've gone for design, and now we're looking at logo. So if we have a logo that we want to appear, then we can upload that. I will just caveat, at the moment, this is in beta mode on Gamma. So when we want to go to actually use the carousels later on, you'll see that it doesn't actually place the logo correctly. But I'm assuming that they will fix that at some point. So it is worth, if you have your logo, to upload that. And we can come here to theme name. It says last step, what should we call your theme? So, oh, sorry, I'm covering it up there. So let's say this is our yellow theme, and click finish there. Now, one thing it didn't ask us to do was to give it a steer as to the image generation. So if you saw my introduction to Gamma, you'll see that when we create a presentation using one of these themes, it also creates AI images for you as default. And there is a prompt in that. So the bubblegum pink one that I've typically used in the past had words in the theme that said feminine and pink and futuristic and other words that it used to come up with the images. So if we just go back into this, I remember where it is. Here we go. So on the left hand side here, it's a different view. We've got colours again in one place. We've got the fonts, logo that we didn't choose, design, and images is this last one here. So what it's saying here is give your AI images a consistent style. These keywords will be appended to your prompts when generating AI images. So it's giving you some examples here of words you might want to pick. So for example, it says photograph, professional, warm. There's a more abstract image here, so it does say that abstract, shapes, illustration, playful, fun, modern. And here's one where it says claymation style, sculpture, bright, colourful. So let's say we want to, I think this is quite a bright, so let's say we want images that are vibrant and have yellow themed elements in them. Modern and cartoon styled with a, let's say our brand identity has a lemon in it, with a lemon featured somewhere in it. So I haven't structured that really very well, but you'll see that it will actually pay attention to what we've said in there. So if we click Save Theme, we now have this theme saved and we can start testing it. So we'll move on to that shortly.